squad is favored 19 with Uncle tendencies. I ain't gonna be here long. I just wanted to give a quick, just a quick recap of all the hoops that we saw today. It was some great games on. It was some great games on today. We started off with Indiana Fever and the New York Liberty. I was really tuned in to see how Indiana was gonna look, y'all. I was really tuned in to see how Indiana was gonna look. New York Liberty took care of business. They got this thing done 91-80. I must say, the Indiana Fever, for all intents and purposes, looked better, especially towards the end of this game, even though it was a loss. It was a blowout early. It was a blowout early, and we saw New York blow them out already. So I felt like they played against New York better. They didn't get the win, but they're starting to figure some things out. That's a good sign for them. Now, Caitlin Clark has been Caitlin Clark as far as scoring goes. 22 points. She ended up with 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, 8 turnovers. She's a -9 on the floor. And her plus minus -9. Aaliyah Boston finished with 12, 7, 1 assist, 1 steal. I want to say she had 1 block shot. She shot 50% from the floor. Was a -14 while she was on the floor, 100% from free throw. Aaliyah's starting to look a little bit more comfortable, like they're trying to figure this thing out, where they're going to have to make a decision. That's just what it is. I know people are calling for Sides to go. I know people are calling for Aaliyah to go. I don't know. At this point, fam, I'm really not sure. I've heard people say Aaliyah looks out of shape. I've heard people say Aaliyah looks uncomfortable. I know she's used to being the focal point of the offense, and now instead of outside in, it's inside out. And I don't know. Will Aaliyah make this adjustment and be able to kind of play at this new pace, or will she end up moving on to somewhere else? I don't think that I've seen her play at a pace like this. That's definitely not what she was asked to do while she was at South Carolina. Definitely wasn't what she was asked to do last year as she won the Rookie of the Year. So I'm just interested to see what's going to happen in Indiana. I think it's pretty clear that this is Caitlin Clark's team for all intents and purposes, and now I think it's just kind of deciding what fits and what doesn't fit. Early in the preseason, I really thought Nalissa Smith played really well with Caitlin. Not so much today. Just it was kind of a weird matchup, I think, for Indiana. As far as like putting the pieces together on the floor. Kelsey Mitchell gave him 17 though. Terry gave him 8. Christy gave him 3. Like I said, Caitlin gave him 22. Aaliyah gave him 12. Nalissa gave him 11. Katie Lou gave him 7. Like I said, I think still figuring it out. Listen, the runner-up, New York Liberty from last year's championships, they look like the Liberty. They look much better than they looked in that first out. Breanna Stewart looked much better than the 8 points that she gave up, that she scored earlier in the preseason. She had 24 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals, 3 block shots. I mean, she was Stewie. Jonquel Jones bullying people out there. Really interesting energy. Not something that I'm used to seeing. Definitely not something that I saw against Las Vegas. So I can't wait for New York and Las Vegas to match up to see if that energy is the same, and we get this a really good matchup down low with these ladies. Because Jonquel gave 14 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 block, and that's cool. It seemed like she was out to prove a point at some point. At some points in the game, she went off on a little mini on a little mini run a little bit on her own. She had 12 points today. Courtney Vandersloot gave him 10. Benaya, I never say her name right. They gave him 13. Caitlin Thornton gave him 3. Sably gave him 7. Ivana Dokic gave him 3, and Leone gave him 5. Pretty much the same game as we saw before, except Indiana was able to get within 11. I think they'll, as they continue to gel, they'll keep getting closer and closer, and then some of these things will start turning into wins. I am concerned about their schedule. When I look at it, it's a potential of them going 0-7 here early in the season. So I'm definitely giving a watch to them and seeing how they're able to bounce back after these losses. Next up, we had the defending champs. Las Vegas Aces against the Los Angeles Sparks. Wow, Sparks looked a lot better to me. Got a chance to really see Rakia play at a place where I felt like she was really comfortable, really starting to get her pro legs, if you will. She had looked kind of hesitant. She had looked like she was still kind of figuring things out in some of the earlier games. I know she mentioned that it was a lot of information downloading, just getting that stuff in and being comfortable and understanding her role. Definitely looked more comfortable today. Was excited to see her play, and she was on the floor at crucial times, even when they were trying to come back late in the fourth. So even though she's not starting, coming off the bench, but definitely being able to get some good minutes. She was out there for 21 and a half minutes today. She had 13 points. Shot really well, 5 of 6, and from the floor, 2 of 2 from free throw, 1 of 1 from three. So really good shooting day for her. Couple turnovers. She had 3 turnovers. She did end up with a steal, and that was a good one. She had 1 rebound. Pretty good game off the bench, especially coming from like 7 that she was able to give last time, and I think she was the only person giving bench work last time. So really good game from her. Zaya Cook was able to give 4. She looked good. Stephanie Talbot chipped in with 2. And then we had Lexi Brown chipped in with 16. Uh, Le, Clarendon gave him 2. Derek and Hamby. Let me talk about Derek and Hamby. Derek and Hamby for a minute, y'all. 29 points, 12 of 16 from the floor, 5 of 11 from free throw. Derek Hamby so far is playing like she's trying to be an MVP. I know it's early in the season, but I'm just giving credit where credit is due. She's playing like she's trying to be an MVP. Derek Hamby, really hot start to the season. Gonna be interesting to watch how the rest of her season goes. Cameron Brink, not a lot of points today, but did have 8 rebounds. Played Asia really tough in the beginning. Got some good blocks. Five blocks. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch the fouls. She had 4 fouls, 3 turnovers, 1 steal. She's been getting a lot of fouls in games here to start the season in her preseason. Gonna have to get her arms under control, a little bit more body control, slide her feet a little bit more. No reaching, but definitely get control in the arms. They flailing a little bit, and that's making it easy for referees to be able to call fouls on her. So definitely want to see her put some work in there and make some changes. And then Kia Nurse, 13 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 1 foul, no blocks. Solid game, 32 minutes, 6 and 8 from the floor, 75% from the floor, 50 from 3, no foul shots. So again, great game. The champs were the champs, but the Sparks played really well. Liking how they're kind of coming into. Definitely see them kind of gelling a little bit more. Definitely seeing a little bit more of the vision of what Kurt's trying to do down there. I was a little concerned. I was thinking maybe Rakia needed to think about going to the expansion team, but definitely liked what I saw today. Looking forward to seeing how they continue to gel as the games go on. Next up, we had the second part of our quadruple header today, and that was the Chicago Sky versus Dallas Wings. Good game today. Chicago Sky was definitely looking for that get back, um, and they got their lick back down in Arlington, Texas. Uh, scrappy game. Um, took a team effort. Definitely took a team effort. Diamond DeShields led Chicago with 16 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 2 block shots. Had a great game. Angel Reese followed her up with 11 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, uh, 2 turnovers, 4 fouls. Angel's gonna have to work on the fouls. She talked about that as something that she's gonna be focused on. She said she needs to keep her hands off people. So I'm looking forward to how she addresses that. Everything that they've asked her to do so far, I feel like they talk to her about it, and then she makes an adjustment, and you're able to kind of see that growth in her game. Love the way Teaspoon is bringing her along. Elizabeth Williams chipped in with 12 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 steals, and 5 block shots. Great game from her. I think they call her Money Marbury. 14 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 5 steals as well. Balling, okay? Dana Evans chipped in with 12 points, 6 rebounds. I'm sorry, 12 points, 1 assist, I'm sorry, 12 points, 1 rebound, 6 assists, and 1 steal. Great game from her. And Kennedy Carter also added in 12 points, gave him 1 rebound and 1 block shot. Other than that, yeah, Lindsay Allen give him 2. Michaela, I'm not gonna mess up her last name, 2, and KG, she gave him 2 as well. Uh, really balanced effort from the Chicago Sky. It took a team effort. They didn't look that good in the first half. I was concerned. It looked like they were headed to be down 0-2 to start the season, but they came out and really fought back. Figured out a way to to stop everything else that was going on with Dallas. Arike still kind of got hers. Hard to stop Agumbawale. I mean, she is her. She's gonna get her points. If you can contain everything else around her, you got a really good chance of getting a win against Dallas. And I thought they did a great job of that in the second half. Maddie Seegers finished with 6 points. Uh, McCowan finished with 4 points. Arike Agumbawale went for 35. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that when she's cooking like she was cooking. Sevi Uzun, I'm sure I'm saying her name wrong, no disrespect. She finished with 9 points. JC Sheldon chipped in with 4. I think she's going to be a really good asset for them, especially as she gets going. She didn't have a lot of points today. She's going to be able to shoot the rock a little bit better. She had a bad shooting day today. 1 of 5 from the floor. 0 of 1 from 3, but made both for free throws. So as she gets more comfortable, she'll be knocking out some shots. JC's a shooter. She's gonna fit in really well here. Kalani Brown gave him 11 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist. Good game from her. And Monique Billings gave him 5 points. Look, a really good game, but when it came down to it, Chicago found the fight in them, showed some of that dog that they got, and pulled out a win on the road in Arlington, where it really kind of got it kind of got a little loud in there. You know, they were definitely in enemy territory, and they were definitely the crowd was definitely trying to be the sixth man on the floor towards the end of that game. So, way to go from them, young team, Teaspoon, young coach. Way to pull that thing out and get it done. Last game of the night, y'all, the Atlanta Dream. Really good game. Went down to the wire, 88-85. Phoenix pulled that out. Surprise. I thought that the Atlanta Dream would be able to get this thing done. Really great performances by ladies on both teams. Kalia Copper with the 38 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist. Really just wouldn't let Phoenix lose. Took it upon herself to get this thing done. Rebecca Allen chipped in with 2. Natasha Mack gave him 7. Diana Taurasi is gonna be Diana Taurasi. She didn't shoot that well from 3 today. She made 7 the other day. She missed 7 today. Finished with 15 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Just being DT. DT is just DT. Natasha Cloud chipped in with 7. Liz Dixon chipped in with 2. Sophie Cunningham gave him 10. Sug Sutton gave him 5. And Morgan gave him 2. Brittany Griner didn't play at all. Coach's decision. Of course, she's still out with the toe injury, so we probably won't see her for a while. Atlanta Dream, led by, I believe that was Alicia Gray, led them with 22 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 block shots. Great game from her. Cheyenne Parker gave him 18. Tina Charles, she didn't have the same game that she had the other night, and I wonder if she's getting up in age. She was 2 of 7. I don't know. I know that is she gonna be able to run at that high motor that she gave the other night continuously for the season, or will they have to use her kind of sparingly? And how would that look? Because the other night it's clear that she still has a lot of game. Tonight, 6 points, still shot 2 for 2 from free throw, but was 28.6% from the floor, 2 of 7. Didn't expect that from her, but she did also still chip in with 3 rebounds and 4 assists. She was on the floor for just about 27 minutes. Ryan Howard, 21 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Between her and Alicia Gray, I think that's pretty much going to determine how far this team goes. Those two, and then who's going to step up to be that third scorer, that third player to kind of help get things done and get them over the hump to finish games and win. Jordan Canada did not play not with the team today. Also got 10 from Crystal Dangerfield. Want to look at Crystal Dangerfield. Um, don't know if that's going to be the best player there. As far as running things, may want to look at moving from her as doing a lot of the point guard stuff. Didn't look comfortable tonight. Maybe it was just Phoenix and Tarasi, but I had some concerns there. So it'll be interested to see what the fam thought about Dangerfield's performance. But those were the 4 games we had today. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. We got one game tomorrow. Seattle Storm will be playing. Let me see who they're playing. So the Storm will be playing against the Washington Mystics. We'll check that one out. That's going to be at 3 p.m. Then I'll also be live for the Minnesota Timberwolves Game 7 tomorrow night. Make sure you come and hang out with us. Get in the comments. Let me know what you thought about today's games. Let me know what you think about the players that are looking like they playing to try to be an MVP. I really felt like that's Asia Wilson. I mentioned Derek Hamby. Ryan Howard probably is up there. Surprisingly, Jackie Young. Let's check out Jackie Young's stats. Jackie been filling them up and really trying to fill in for Chelsea Gray. Really impressed with the way that Jackie's bringing her game to start the season with the national champs, with the WNBA champs, defending champs, and getting them started off on their repeat tour. So that's all I got as far as basketball tonight, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. It's your favorite IT with Uncle Tendencies. Until next time, y'all, stay tuned. Talk soon. I'm out.